Today, I'm sharing something that honestly blew my mind the first time I tried it. We're making vegan shawarma. That's so good and tastes so authentic. You seriously won't believe it works until you try it yourself. First, let's tackle the tofu. We're going to shred these blocks into a large bowl. Don't worry about making it perfect. Those irregular pieces are actually going to give us that shawarma-like texture. Now for the seasonings. We're gonna start off by mincing some garlic. This is gonna set the foundation for us to build on with more aromatics. In our seasoning bowl, we're doing cumin, coriander, cardamom, smoked paprika, salt, a bit of cinnamon, black pepper, turmeric, and some chili flakes. This combination is going to give our tofu a lot of that browning that you would see for shawarma. But those deep browns aren't just for aesthetics. The flavors are going to be out of this world. Next, we're adding lemon juice and olive oil straight into our shredded tofu. The lemon juice adds flavor. It also helps form a better crisp when baking, giving a very satisfying crunch to every bite. Right behind that, add in your seasoning mix and don't forget your garlic and mix everything together until it's completely coated. This is not the time to be gentle. Get in there and get everything well combined. Now, spread this mixture onto a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. The trick here is to create a thin, even layer that covers the whole baking sheet. This is super important. We want everything to cook evenly. Therefore, getting those crispy edges on all those little bits, having you forget you even are eating tofu. With our oven temperature set to 450 degrees Fahrenheit, we're gonna toss this in for just about 30 minutes. While our tofu is getting all crispy in the oven, we're gonna make some more side pairings in order to make this feel a bit more authentic. Let's start with our sumac onions. This is gonna be that bright, tangy component that's gonna help take that shawarma to the next level. All right, grab an onion, let's slice it up. I don't really go too thick, not too thin either, somewhere in that in between. We want these to have some bite, but still be easy to eat. Into like a medium-sized bowl, you want to put your onion slices. I also like to make sure they're not sticking together. This way, everything gets seasoned. Then chop some fresh parsley. A rough chop is perfect because it adds the varied texture we're looking for. Then we're gonna add in some lemon juice, drizzle of olive oil, pinch of salt, and toss in that chopped parsley. Take your time. Give everything a good mix until well combined. Sumac onions, if you haven't had them before, they really have this like bright acidity and tanginess to them that cut through like the richness of the dish that you're eating, preventing it from feeling too heavy or too greasy, similar to like pickled onions. This could be ready immediately, but the longer it sits, the better it is. I would say at minimum, a good 20 to 30 minutes inside the refrigerator and you're at that point. Feels too simple. I know, right? These onions are like that one side dish that everyone ends up asking about later. I don't know who made sumac onions, but I love you. Now, let's whip up that tahini sauce. I don't need to sell you on tahini sauce, but it does add this like, necessary moisture, creamy texture, and just this complex flavor profile. It just adds balance. I don't know how to say it. It's probably because I already said it. In a small bowl, we're combining some tahini sauce, 1 clove of garlic, juice from about half a lemon, and a half teaspoon of salt. The trick with tahini sauce is getting the perfect consistency. It should be pourable, but not runny. So we're going to add just a touch of warm water to help thin this out. Start with a little and add more as you need until you get that perfect drizzling consistency. From here, I have a bit of a setup going on. Everything else is pretty much fresh, no other recipe being made. Although I could teach you how to make some fresh pitas because those things are phenomenal. All right, the moment of truth is the assemble, which I'm not necessarily gonna show you because you can layer this thing however you feel like. I usually start with some fresh lettuce at the bottom, tomatoes, and just start piling on from there. Waiting until the last minute to have that tasty, flavorful shawarma right on top. And there you have it, a complete plant-based shawarma that's so satisfying, so authentic with flavors. You honestly won't believe it's plant-based. This full recipe can be found linked in the description, or head straight on over to my website, makeitdairyfree.com. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, believe in good. Peace.